Some of the NFL's greatest names have had a rough season. With so many key players absent, we started thinking about previous league injuries. While none have been particularly nasty this season, the league has seen some truly horrific injuries in the past. In some cases, they were pure luck. Join us as we rank the top 10 worst NFL injuries. Sadly, Jason Pierre-Paul, offseason fireworks, mishaps don't count. At number 10, Alex Smith, 2018. Smith's right leg twisted under him while being sacked by two Houston Texans defenders, breaking his tibia and fibula. Smith got a flesh-eating bacterial infection following the accident that nearly killed him. With 17 surgeries to restore his leg, he somehow returned to the NFL 20 months later before retiring in 2021. At number 9, Tom Crummery, 1989. Millions watched the Bengals battle the 49ers in Super Bowl 23. On the 14th play of the game, Tim Crummery tried to tackle Roger Craig. Crummery's leg twisted beneath his weight, causing 4 different breaks in his lower left leg, only his skin holding his foot to his torso. Crummery returned for training camp next summer and didn't miss a game for the next 6 years. At number 8, Dexter Wright, 2020. Wright's NFL career ended in a preseason game for the Steelers against the Cowboys. Right ankle dislocated so badly that he was photographed for laying on his stomach. Right foot pointed up to the sky. He had several surgeries and never played again. At number 7, Bo Jackson, 1991. Jackson was a two-sport sensation who lost his football career in a playoff game against the Bengals in January 1991. His hip was broken and dislocated when he was hit. He tried to reposition his hip, but it damaged blood vessels, causing him to lose his hip cartilage and have to retire from football. He had a hip replacement and played 2 more years before retiring. At number 6, Jeff Fuller, 1989. In 6 seasons with the 49ers, Fuller won 3 Super Bowls. His career ended in 1989 after a helmet-to-helmet hit against the Patriots. Fuller ragdolled backwards, head bouncing against the turf. He shattered his neck and was partially paralyzed, unable to walk. He's since regained enough mobility to walk, but not one of his arms. At number 5, Napoleon McCallum, 1994. MNF was a must-see in the 1980s and 1990s. Millions of Americans saw Raiders running back Napoleon McCallum suffer a career-ending injury. His leg hyperextended when he was tackled by Ken Norton Jr. The injury itself was awful, but no one recognized how bad it was. He tore 3 ligaments in his knee and his calf and hamstring muscles were torn off the bone. He nearly lost a limb after rupturing an artery in his left knee. He had 6 surgeries and never returned to football. At number 4, Johnny Knox, 2011. We see terrible hits on receivers after they catch the ball and recognize injuries, but sometimes a simple football play can have disastrous consequences. Johnny Knox caught a pass over the middle of the field and fumbled it late in the season. He dived to get the ball and connected with Anthony Hargrove, a defensive end, in midair. In real time, the blow seemed strong, but replays showed Knox was bent in half. Wrong way. He had several vertebral fractures, nerve damage, and needed spinal fusion surgery. Despite expensive recuperation, the talented young receiver's career was over, and he retired a year later. At number 3, Darrell Singley, 1978. This is one of the list's most heartbreaking injury, and it reminds us why player safety, especially hits on defenseless receivers, is so important in football. Many of today's rules were influenced by his injuries. Jack the Assassin Tatum was a legendary Raiders hitter. He went for the big hit on Stingley in a preseason game against the Patriots. The strike on Stingley's shoulder, rather than his head or neck, proved catastrophic. His life was cruelly transformed as he was about to become one of the league's highest-paid players. His spinal cord was compressed and 2 vertebrae were broken. He lay immobile on the field, unable to move his arms or legs. He died in 2007 from the consequences of quadriplegia. Tatum never apologized to Stingley or spoke to him after the hit. At number 2, Rashod Johnson. Have you ever lost a fingernail and wondered why? Neither have we. Unlike Arizona Cardinals safety Rashod Johnson, who discovered that he had lost his middle fingertip while covering a punt return against the Saints. I'm not even sure how it happened, Johnson stated the next day. If I had to guess, I dug into the turf and snapped back, breaking it. My glove wasn't torn or ripped, therefore it wasn't caught in a face mask or stepped on by a cleat. Johnson was able to return to work the next day after having surgery to remove the bone from his finger. At number 1, Joe Theismann, 1985. This drama is well known. At the hands of the famous New York Giants linebacker Lawrence Taylor, Washington Redskins quarterback Joe Theismann sustained one of the most brutal injuries ever seen on live television in any sport. The Giants weren't duped by Washington's flea flicker. Taylor put Theismann down as many defenders closed on him, landing on his right leg. His leg snapped like a breadstick, but he felt nothing below the knee. everyone could see that he had a complex fracture with part of his leg bone poking through his flesh. Not until ABC decided to show many reruns did the world find out. Theismann never played football again, and his injury became legendary. Well guys, thanks for making it to the end. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Sport Utopia, and ring that bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.